You were the plan B, not the dream, my GF said when I caught her with her male best friend. I left and moved on. 2 years later, she crashed into my wedding in a red dress, screaming she was the real bride, his arm around her waist like it belonged there. The worst part, I was holding the engagement ring behind my back. That moment split my life in two. She didn't even pretend to apologize. I wanted to marry someone who excites me, she added. You're safe, reliable, but not thrilling. I didn't beg or yell. I just stared, nodded, and left the ring on the counter. I packed a duffel bag, walked out, and never looked back. That night, I cried in the car outside a 24-hour diner. Not because she cheated, but because I let myself believe I was her forever. I switched off social media, quit our shared lease, and transferred offices to another state. I started therapy, picked up boxing, and spent months unlearning every lie she fed me about love, loyalty, and what I supposedly lacked. A year later, I met Mia at a farmer's market. She was kind, funny, brilliant, and made me feel like a person, not a backup plan. We built our own little world, and eventually I asked her to marry me with a new ring, a better one, and a heart that had finally healed. Fast forward to our wedding day. We chose a small chapel on the edge of town where the windows opened to a field of sunflowers. Everything felt right. My groomsmen were cracking jokes, the music was playing, and Mia looked radiant in her lace dress, but then chaos. The chapel doors burst open with a loud bang. A woman in a fire truck red dress stormed in, heels clacking like gunshots. "Stop the wedding," she screamed. It was her, my ex. People turned in shock. Cameras dropped. My mother gasped so loud I heard it from the altar. "He's marrying the wrong woman," she yelled. "I'm the real bride. This is a mistake." My ex looked feral, smeared lipstick, fake lashes halfway off, eyes bloodshot like she hadn't slept in days. "You promised we'd be forever," she shrieked. "You were supposed to wait." After what she did, I stepped forward calmly. "You made it clear I was your plan B," I said loud enough for everyone to hear. "And now I'm living plan A with the love of my life." She started sobbing uncontrollably, muttering things like, "I was stupid, I was scared." Security gently took her arms, but she tried to wriggle free. "I thought you'd come back," she cried. "You always did." Mia stood gracefully, not a single tear on her face. She whispered, "You okay?" I smiled. "I've never been more sure of anything." We resumed the ceremony, but the buzz stayed. Everyone was whispering. I found out later that she'd been stalking my wedding website for weeks, screenshotting photos and RSVP lists. She'd broken up with her best friend, who apparently dumped her once she told him about the proposal I never made. She never recovered from being left. That night, I got a message from an unknown number. Just one line. "You were always the dream. I just realized it too late." I didn't respond. Weeks later, she posted a TikTok calling herself the runaway bride who crashed her ex's wedding, trying to go viral with a sob story. The comments brutal. People roasted her for the red dress, for the entitlement, for ruining someone else's moment. She deleted the video a day later, but screenshots live forever and karma even longer. Today, I wake up next to Mia, and every morning feels like winning. Not because I got revenge, but because I chose better.